Breaking news: Caitlin Clark promotes Nike in special gesture away from Indiana. When it was time to pick a college, Caitlin Clark knew she wasn't going too far from home. Family body, she says. But the deciding factor? A college in her state that hadn't been a blue blood in a while kind of helped them get back to that. Little did she know of the impact that'd make. The Iowa native single-handedly contributed between $14.4 million and $52.3 million directly to the state's GDP. But Clark isn't done giving back. While it was the impact of her just being there before, she has now gone out on a limb to support the local community. The Caitlin Clark Foundation is making bold moves for Des Moines youth, delivering on a promise to transform local athletics. With support from Des Moines-based Musco Lighting, the foundation is building 4 state-of-the-art community courts for soccer, basketball, and futsal at 3 different schools this year. The first court debuted in May, drawing Caitlin Clark herself back home to energize the project, celebrate with students, and shine a national spotlight on what hometown commitment really looks like. Now, Clark is back home to inaugurate one of these new basketball courts at the McCombs Middle School. The point guard was seen putting some shots down with some lucky students and fans. Along with gracing the school with her presence, the Indiana Fever superstar also gave 500 kids backpacks and school supplies, with a little support. When it came time to equip Des Moines students for success, Caitlin Clark's sponsor, Nike, came through in a big way, supplying every single backpack for her highly anticipated giveaway. It's a powerful moment that's hard to ignore. Despite plenty of public flack for underbranding Clark and not giving her signature products, Nike stepped up to help her deliver real impact in her hometown. But Clark's not new to this level of giving. Last August, she surprised Des Moines kids with her foundation's Back to School Backpacks initiative, again, with Nike filling the gym with bright bags packed with supplies, Gatorade keeping kids hydrated, and Clark herself firing up the energy in the room. Her roster of sponsors shows up beside her, helping turn one of the city's most exciting athletes into a practical, lasting win for local families. Clark had said at the time, "Honestly, this is the coolest part of what I get to do. Being able to give back to a place that has given me so much, to be able to use my resources and platform to be able to give back to kids and families that have been an integral part of my life is really cool for me." The foundation is slowly upgrading from distributing backpacks to full-fledged sports infrastructure at the schools, and distributing backpacks in the same breath. Clark is following through with her words and giving the community she grew up in better conditions than what she had. The basketball participation in the state has gone up ever since its rise. Now, because of Clark and her newly built courts, that number could increase further. Born and raised in West Des Moines, Iowa, Caitlin's humble upbringing has kept her grounded through the fame. She openly credits the humble roots and her close-knit family for her success and commitment to giving back. Her journey from a relatable small-town kid to a basketball superstar not only fuels her own motivation but also inspires countless young people who see themselves reflected in her story. Clark herself has made it clear that inspiring the next generation is one of her priorities. 1, like, I love playing basketball. But 2, also getting to inspire the next generation, she has said. For Clark, understanding how big of an impact that can have on a young girl's life is super important. So I always try to make as much time as I can for them, she said. And just to see them scream your name or have your jersey on, that's something that never gets old. So she is the first to go out of her way to interact with the fans. Even through her injuries, she signed hundreds of autographs before their game against the Chicago Sky. Her impact, first on Iowa, now on Indiana, has been massive, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. Thanks to her influence across the state, the young guard was named in the Indiana 250 alongside the likes of Tamika Catchings and Tyrese Halliburton. This has been a huge year in sports. Leslie Weidenbenner, the editor of IBJ and the Indiana 250, wrote, speaking of Indiana's success, with Clark assuring to always stick by, that isn't depleting anytime soon.